Again, the Saturday afternoon action. Washington Commanders 7-6-1, 4-2-1 on the road at the San Francisco 49ers, 10-4, 6-1 at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. 63 Fahrenheit, mostly sunny, 4 miles per hour. Not Flush Allen talking about looking at that Falcons team total under. I did peek at that when you wrote that, 13.5 juice to the under. I'm gonna have to just keep an eye on that, and then we'll find out about Lamar. But let's talk about this one. This one is fascinating. I find the Commanders still very dangerous, a very dangerous football team. This opened up here with the Commanders at 7.5 at -106. That 7.5 is juiced. I mean, I think that's too many points to give the Commanders. But maybe I think they're a better team than they really are, and that's a legitimate possibility. This total opening up at 39.5, slightly juiced to the over. There's been a 10-cent move to the under. So now it's quite juiced to the under, or it's moved to 39. Let's take a look at the cash flow here in this one. We have 4,461 tickets in, 78% of the tickets and 92% of the cash on the 49ers. That's wild to me. 30% of the tickets and 35% of the cash on the under. So you have the public betting the over, but the market dropping this number. Washington comes into San Francisco an angry group. They lost 20-12 at home to the Giants on Sunday. They outgained the Giants 387-288. They just couldn't make the big plays when they were available. And yeah, sure, that was pass interference on that final play, but they put themselves in that situation, and they will lose because of it. And I will lose a lot of money in that game because of it. They were 1 of 10 on third down and 1 of 3 in the red zone. Now, obviously, that could have been a 2 and 3, and probably should have been 2 and 3, but they put themselves in that situation. Heineke was 17 of 29 for 249 yards and a touchdown. He ran 3 times for 33 yards. 2 costly, game-changing fumbles. Dotson caught 4 for 105 and a touchdown. I mean, they just have so many weapons that I drool over. I mean, Scary Terry, 6 catches for 70 yards. What a beast he is. Brian Robertson Jr., 12 carries for 89 yards, 1 pass for 18 yards. The defense was strong throughout the game and gave them a chance. The Giants were 2 of 10 on third down, 1 of 3 in the red zone. Their defense could have put more pressure on Daniel Jones. No sacks, 4 quarterback hits, but they did hold the Giants to 288 yards. And Benjamin St. Just, third straight game he's missed with an ankle injury at the cornerback, and we're still waiting on Chase Young to make his debut. AOD in the house, great to see you. 49ers come in off their 7th straight victory, a convincing 21-13 road win at division rival Seattle. Brock Purdy, 17 of 26 for 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. So he joined some wild stats from Brock, man. He joins Aaron Rodgers as the only quarterback since at least 1950 to have a passer rating of at least 150 in each of his first 2 starts. Kittle caught 4 made 4 catches for 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey ran 26 times for 108 yards and a touchdown, caught 6 for 30. The defense held Seattle to just 3 for 14 on third down, 277 total yards. The defense has been excellent. 49ers have allowed 17 points or fewer in every game of their win streak. They were all over Geno Smith, pressuring him. 3 sacks, 9 quarterback hits. Drake Greenlaw has either forced a fumble, had a fumble recovery, or an interception in 5 straight games. He had 8 tackles. They are still dealing with a lot of injuries. Ambry Thomas suffered an ankle injury, and the defensive end, Samson Ebukam, limped off in the 4th quarter, and I couldn't get any information on it. Slatsy says Washington traveling across the country on a short week versus 49ers with 3 extra days rest. So he says Niners for teaser, money line, and spread. The betting public certainly agrees. Let's hear what Andy has to say. Take it away for us here. This is a fascinating one. Commanders, 49ers.
Yeah, obviously it's the other half of my New Orleans teaser. We have another low total. It is like somebody mentioned. I mean, I feel like they did the handicap for me there. It's a good rest spot against a team who, played Sunday night, had their hearts ripped out at the end. But Heineke's good. Heineke's better than Wentz. He's still Heineke. He's still, kind of bounced around a little before he landed in this spot where he just had to beat out Carson Wentz for a reason. He's probably a backup in the long run. He does make some mistakes. He's not a world beater. I know they mentioned the pixie dust 1 trillion times on the broadcast. Wasn't quite enough pixie dust. I probably deserved a little better, but it's not an offense that has been super successful. And it's, if that's what they managed, if that's what you manage against a division rival in a must-win game, what are you going to do on a cross-country trip against a good defense and an offense that you're going to have to try to keep pace with. And I know the Commanders' defense has been kind of a strength. They've had some decent play, but the Niners have too many weapons here. So getting this in a teaser is a dream look for me. I love this one quite a bit.
Yeah, I still feel like this game. Does this game mean that much to the Niners? Do we think that they can catch the Vikings?
Yeah, I think they do. It means a lot to Washington, too. Washington winning 2 out of 3 only has their playoff chances at like 65%. Washington winning all 3 essentially puts them in. They got to get this done if they want to make the playoffs, but it's such a rough spot. And I don't rate the Commanders that well. I actually I like the Giants quite a bit on Sunday night. Getting that many points. Well, I mean, getting that many points.
Yeah.
If 4.5 was way too many for a Washington offense like that. Like, you can't make Heineke that big of a favorite in division. So, and yeah, no, Bosa's favored at some places slats. Parsons, I thought he had it locked up, but Bosa has been on a tear, and yeah, he is a slight favorite over Parsons in Defensive Player of the Year. You might be cooking with gas there. So love it as a teaser leg. It's the number's probably right where it should be, which is I'm fine with teasers. The teaser preys on the efficiency of the market.
Nasty Nate in the house. What up, Nasty Nate? I think Washington can cover this number. This game is crucial to them. And I think they can cover this number. It's going up, and I'm in no rush here, and I'm going to wait. I think you're very live, Slatsy. The Leighton Vander Esch injury, which we'll talk about in our next breakdown, is going to hurt Micah because he's going to have to stop focusing on the pass rush a bit. And we'll get into that here in a second. But there you have it. We have the Niners being used as part of the teaser. That was with the Saints, right? Saints. Niners and
Saints Niners.
And I am interested in the Commanders covering this big number, and I'm in no rush at all here. All right, let's move on.